What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're all having a great day. And if you're new to the channel, want to hit that subscribe button, that would help me out immensely. It has been a long minute since I've picked up the camera. Ever since I got back from vacation for the Gut Slapper show preparation week, I've been slammed at Whole Foods. I've been busting out 11 to 12 hour days ever since I got back. So I haven't been the most motivated to vlog, nor have I had the time. And also, like I mentioned in the Gut Slappers vlog or the last video, the Gut Slapper show was a huge benefit on my part. I've gained so much more clientele and I'm forever grateful for that. So thank you guys to my new customers. Just been doing a lot of detail work, rebuilding wheels, all that good stuff. In the next 2 weeks, I will be rebuilding another set of wheels to some super aggressive specs. I am so stoked, so keep on the lookout for that. Speaking of lips, I finally received my 3.5-inch lips that I ordered way back in November of 2018 from 3P. I got them in last week. Went to go test fit them on the Rezac face, and unfortunately, they did not fit. In terms of the Rezac and VSXX holes on the face is drilled 36 times, and the lips that 3P sent me was drilled wrong to 30. So I just shipped those back the other day, messaged Jake from 3Ps, told them what's up, and they are in the process now of machining me new lips. So hopefully those come in the next 2 weeks and not the next 6 months, because that would be hella bummed. But right now we are going to be doing maintenance finally on the Prelude. Now that I have time, I got the exterior of the car pretty much where I want it right now. But I do want to start driving the Prelude a lot more, especially to work. So today we are going to be bleeding out the braking system, as well as flushing and replacing gaskets on the cooling system. And then in another video, we will be replacing the oil pan gasket, but on the H series motors, the oil pan doesn't take a gasket. Well, it has like a half moon gasket, but for the gasket on the perimeter of the pan, it just takes Honda Bond. So we'll have to be doing that. And to access the oil pan, we're gonna have to take off the downpipe on the header. So it's gonna be some fun stuff. And also I wanna get the engine bay nice and clean. There's some dust in there, and probably gonna like power wash it, hit it with like a toothbrush. So we got some fun stuff coming up. I'm stoked to finally do maintenance on the Prelude. I honestly miss driving this car, and me not driving this car is actually damaging my car. So right now, going to be linking up with George and the other boys. We're gonna grab some food, come back and start maintenance. But also the mailman just came, and thank you Prelude Nation, thank you Tony, sent me a Prelude calendar. Ooh, what's up Brad? This is sick. Oh shit. Honestly, probably the best setup. What's up guys? We are at our favorite restaurant. George, Chris, waiting for Derek, and I. The boys got the same thing. What? We are back home. I am in the worst food comatose I've ever experienced. So right now I'm just going to go ahead and air up the car, put her on jack stands, take the wheels off. We'll start with bleeding the braking system first, you know how that goes, and then we'll move on to flushing out the radiator. Update, Prelude is on jack stands, got the wheels off. We'll begin the bleeding process. Again, when you're bleeding your brakes, you want to go from the farthest end of the car to the closest to the brake master cylinder. Prelude, just break free this bleeder valve here, and you're good to go. Konnichiwa, Joshiwaro. Yo, what is up, my guy? Welcome back to the channel. Nice. Update, guys. So we got all of the wheels, brakes bled. Right now, we're going to go ahead and flush the radiator on the radiator for the Prelude. There is a drain bolt. Believe right up there. You just twist it, take it off. We're gonna have to take off the ignition coil pack and the air intake to get to the thermostat, because I will be replacing those with some OEM gaskets. Got this for the upper radiator block, whatever you like to call this part here. And then we got the OEM thermostat gasket. Update, guys. So right now we're working on the thermostat. Got the air intake taken off. we got the radiator drains. Just disassembled the ignition coil pack so we have easy access to the thermostat here. So we'll take that out, clean it real good, swap it with the new thermostat gasket, put it back, and then today we'll be using Evans coolant. So this is 100% waterless coolant, really good stuff from what I heard. But first you need to prep the fluid, flush as much water as you possibly can out of your existing engine radiator, and then drain it, and then this is when you'll put in the high performance coolant. Update guys, got the thermostat out. Again, I use a Mishimoto low temp, and I just went ahead and put on the OEM gasket. We're gonna go ahead and reinstall and clean up because a bunch of coolant just spilled all over my engine bay. Update guys, so we got the upper radiator thingy off. Here's the OEM gasket that's 20 years old. Oh, it is spanked, family. It is spanked. Good thing we got a nice OEM one here. I'm just gonna go ahead and clean this real good. I already went ahead and took a razor blade and just scraped off the remaining of the gasket there, so it'll sit flush. And I just have to get in here real good too. Update, so we got everything on. Now we're going to begin our prep fluid. Look how fancy this thing is. So we are at 160, so it opened up. Low temp therm. Dude, I need to get one of these. What's up everybody? So flush was a success. Let the car run for about 15 minutes with the prep fluid. Again, going to run the second bottle.
Who the hell would want to smell like Africa?
I don't know if I can keep that in the vlog, but we're gonna run the second bottle of prep fluid. Let the car cycle again when the block cools down for another 10 minutes. But we're gonna grab food, so we'll be right back. What is up everybody? So just got done flushing the coolant system. Unfortunately, I did not film the process, but with the prep fluid, we cycled it twice for about 2 minutes each time. The purpose of the prep fluid is to try to get as much of the remaining coolant and water out of the block as possible. In order for the Evans coolant to work, you need a minimum of 5% or the coolant doesn't run at its full potential. But really good stuff from what I've heard and from what I've read. Everybody recommended it, so I decided to finally give this a try. After running the coolant, I ran the actual coolant with the car on for another 15 minutes, and now my thermostat, my temp sensor reads about a click lower, and with Warren's cool OBD2 scanner, my car was running at 155 at idle. So I think it's a little bit lower than ambient temperature, but that should be okay. Maintenance is going all according to schedule. Got the brakes all nice and flushed out with new fluid. Got the cooling system all flushed out with some really good coolant. Next on my to-do list is to change the oil and fix the oil pan gasket. So that should be really fun. I know, like I mentioned, it takes Honda Bond, and I'm gonna have to take off the downpipe of the header in order to fully remove the pan, but it should be fun stuff. Man, I feel so rusty not vlogging. I feel a little bit awkward, but it is all good. I'm gonna try to keep vlogging again as consistent as possible. But that being said, I'm gonna cut the video here. But thank you guys so much for all you do. If you want to support the channel and cop some merch, link in the description below to the Big Cartel account. And remember, aim high, drive low. We'll see you next video. Take care.